everybody, I'm back for another video, and yes, I am still using my pocket rings by Mystic Little Gifts. One reason why I have it here is to show you a comparison with this new item that we're carrying in the Peke Dori Design Etsy store, and I'll have all that stuff linked below. So this is the pocket ring size, and then what you see here is a new calendar that we have that is letter size. So it's 8.5 wide by 11 tall, which is American letter size paper. So yes, this was here for comparison, but I also have it here because of notes. Some notes that I have. So one of the reasons why I created this calendar was due to my husband getting a promotion and changing, you know, his job up a little bit. He was a clerk for the DA, but now he works with juvenile, what are they? Anyways, it's a long, I don't want to go into it, but the reason why I created this was that due to the nature of his job, his planner could be subject to being requested by the court for any notes that pertain to any case that he's working with. So instead of having like a physical bound planner, you know, that way, since he started in August 1st, I started this August 1st. But one of the reasons for creating this was due to the fact that, say it does get requested, then he's out a planner. And then where do you, say in the middle of March, if it happened in March, get a new planner? So what we created, well, I created, was a digital download. And since it's letter, it's easy for everyone to reproduce. And it is a monthly calendar that is, of course, like I said, 11 by 8.5. And it is a monthly calendar from August of 2018 through the end of December of 2018. So like most of ours, you have our lovely cover page. I got a little piece of washi tape there with our logo, our wonderful Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Think Le Petit Prince. And then we have a planner, who does this belong to page, where you can write your information. And what you will see, let me make sure this is the largest planner I've ever made. And this is wonderful for a desk. I think it's larger than, yes, of course it's larger than A5. But I know that they do have, it's smaller than B5. It's smaller than like those B5, you know, desk agendas. But what you see is you have a month on 2 pages, and this is a Monday start. And the reason I have it as a Monday start is for most typical work people, their work week begins on Monday, and then their weekend begins here. So if they don't need the weekend days, they can do something with them, and it's a majority of a page instead of having it split up. So there you have a month on 2 pages, and then what we have after that, and then there's also a couple of lines here and a notes column, but I didn't write notes, there's just a column there, so you can do with that what you choose. But after that, we have 2 pages of dot grid, and this is our dot grid. And then you have the month of September, 2 pages of dot grid. October, 2 pages of dot grid. November, 2 pages of dot grid. All the way through, there's January of 2019, 2 pages of dot grid. February, 2 pages of dot grid. March, there's June of next year, dot grid. September, dot grid. October, dot grid. November, dot grid. and then December of 2019. Then what we have after that in the digital file are dot grid for 35 more pages. And then you can print a dot grid on this if you want. And then our back cover page. So one of the reasons I created this for him was because of it could be used, you know, for him at work, and you know, if say, you know, he was using this, like I said, in the middle of March, we'll go to March, and they decide to take his whole planner because maybe he's made notes at the back of the planner because his planner will stay at work locked up in his office in his desk. Then what we could do is we could just print, you know, the planner again for him. And one thing that's wonderful is there's enough room for you to coil bind it. If you want to, you know, 3-ring punch it for a standard binder, so you've got some cute binder that you got at the Target bullet spot, or, you know, some favorite binder that you have, or say you wanted to use an arc system, there's room for that punching. And it's, I think, a wonderful, wonderful file. We are going to be using this as a home planner as well. So I'm going to backfill August so I can take some photos and post them on Instagram so you can see how we use this. And then what you can use these 2 pages for is tracking your bills. You know, use a page for tracking your bills, tracking expenses, anything, you know, household related. And with me being a classical musician, my schedule tends to be a little inconsistent. So what we're going to do is color code things. He's going to have a color for him for work, purple, his favorite color. So that will be, there'll be a dot for every day he has to work. And then I will have different colors for the universities that I teach at, for symphony and that type of stuff. And we'll put those in, and then we can even track when bills are due here, and then we can keep a running task or a running list of what those expenses are, so we can see at the end of each month, you know, how our finances are going, instead of having that in separate inserts, because I've had that in field note size, I've had it in passport size, I've had it in B6 size this year. And so trying to assemble that stuff for the end of the year for taxes and all of that, it's like, oh wait, no, that one was in the passport size. No, that one was in the field note size. Wait, here's B6. Wait, did I do that in A5? That way I have it all here. This will be our home planner. And, you know, I looked at Erin Condren, and I've looked at the Yellow Paper House, and I've looked at some of the ones that you get at the like at Target and stuff like that, and they always have stuff that I physically don't need. Like for our home planner, I don't need weeks. For I like to have a dated planner. I don't want an undated for this big. I don't mind having it for like a small personal size for me, but I like having a dated calendar for a larger size. So that's just what I wanted to show you, what we have coming in the Peke Dori design store. And it'll be a digital download only, and the list price of this is going to be $20. And what's even great about it is if you just want at the end of the year, say you need more than 35 or 36 pages of dot grid, you can print as many of these as you want, and they're just consecutive, so it's so easy to print. You can print all of the odd pages, put it back in your printer, print all the evens, or if you happen to have a duplexing or a printer that will print on both sides, just hit print, print on both sides, and have the binding or the duplexing be on the long edge, and your printer will do it for you. So it's the easiest printer file that I know of. This is page 1, you print separately, page 2, 3, 4, and it's just consecutive in your book. So say you don't want to have the whole year. Say you just want to have August through December in one. you would print from the beginning to here, and that's it. You're good to go. So I will link Peke Dori Designs down below, and hopefully the Etsy description has been finished by the time the video goes up, and I will link that down below as well. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below, and I will happily answer them as soon as I can. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.